welcome. Could you maybe start by introducing yourselves?
My name is Pound.
My name is PUPILZ.
We are the team 2PLAYERS. 2PLAYERS means both of us is player, the music player. Our name start with the capital P, so 1P, 2P, like in the game. So we choose our name as a 2PLAYERS. We hope making and doing music, like playing game, like as we were child. So in that hope, we made our name like that, 2PLAYERS.
Head up in peace sign.
The P sign is both up in our head, so we made a team like that.
Interesting. When did you start making music together?
As 2PLAYERS was officially formed on September 14, 2023. Before that, Pound participated as a feature in my single album, Robusto, and I participated in the production of Pound's single album, Soul City. So we built up a friendship with each other. And one day, Pound suggested to me that April, let's make a team. So I felt like it would be a very fun and interesting team. So I agreed, and that's how the team was formed.
Yeah, the September 14, 2023 is the release day of my single, the Pound single, Soul City. That song is produced by PUPILZ, so we choose that day as the start of our team. And we write about our team, our cause of making team in the Underground Rockstar. The song Underground Rockstar is the maybe first track of our new album, Start Game Volume 1. And in the verse 1 of that song, it also says about our team making. So it starts with like 2020 September 14.
So with 2P, your sound is a little bit different than with Pound's solo project, but it's still connected to hip hop and to that scene. Would you say that there's some issues that Korean hip hop is facing?
Of course, both of us is connected to the underground hip hop scene, but when we made our album, we think about not only hip hop scene but also the something like more major scene, other people who doesn't like hip hop. So I think that's the difference. They're still connected to hip hop. Yeah, I think of course all our genres has going up and going down, and I think the Korean hip hop is now going down. Too many genres, is mixed up with other genres when going down. So I think the Korean hip hop is also that point.
What can you say about the problems in Korean hip hop? Do you see any particular problem from where you stand as artists?
There are many problems in Korean hip hop. I think it's common. It's drug, alcohol, something else.
I think it would be better just don't talk about the problem because we don't focus on the problem. Yeah. If we on the top, we could say about the problem. But now I think it would be better we just focus on how to be the more great artists, or like because when we think about the problem, the bad vibes into us, and I think we couldn't be productive. Yeah, we always I see that people who don't move productive always say about that's the problem, that's the problem, that's the problem. But I think he is the problem. So we try to don't think about the other side's problem, just outside problem, because we are not that case. Yeah. So of course many problem, but before the Korean hip hop, the Korean society have many problem. I don't think the Korean hip hop has a problem, especially like than other Korean culture. So Korean have a problem.
So you focus on the positive to move forward.
Yeah, just look forward. Yeah.
Right, instead of staying in place and doing nothing or... Yes, that's a good attitude.
Yeah. For example, we made a concert brand piece of cake. The piece is not a piece, but peace. I mean, like no war. Or
Peace as in PEACE, peaceful.
yeah. We donate all of the income to some organization or like people who need help. That kind of positive vibe we focus on.
Right.
I think this is a good time to talk about the next question, which is the specific changes or impacts that you want to see in your community, in hip hop, in music in general. You already talked about it a little bit now, the things that you're doing, which I think is very interesting. Do you think there's more to do, and are you planning more?
If it's easier for you to think, maybe what are things you are doing now and what things would you like to do in comparison?
Yeah. For me, I think the answer could be different between me and pupils. Anyway, for me, I teach the rap, how to make rap to middle school or high school students. Last Saturday, I went to some organization, and last Thursday and Friday, I went to some high school. So I hope the student could present themselves by the rap. You know, in Korean society, Confucianism is so strong. People has many guides to follow. So from the students, they like stuck in the box. So I hope many students or many people could present themselves and live as themselves by hip hop or rap. So that's my hope. Yeah. That's the reason why I go to the middle school or high school to teach them. And also not just students, I also teach adults or the people who is more elder, like, yeah. So all generations, I think in Korea we need a rap because to present themselves in, healthy way. I think rap is best way to present themselves. Of course, this answer is separate from the music I make, but as a pound, as an artist, that's my hope. Yeah.
So that's your answer. I'm a teacher here in Japan, and it's a very it's a very different environment from Europe, and I understand what you mean by people have to. It's difficult to have these kids, middle school and high school, express themselves. I'm always trying to ask them, so what do you like? What do you want to do? Who are you? And they always seem to overthink this question and feel very uncomfortable expressing who they are in front of other people. And that's something that really happens in middle school and high school because, for example, my elementary school students don't have this problem. I think in many societies now, everybody is so afraid of, what people think of them. Am I enough? Am I enough for the competition? That they need help expressing who they are. So I understand your hope, and I share it. It's my hope as well that they would have a healthy way of expressing themselves, who they are. It's difficult, but it's good that you are expressing it.
Mika and I have discussed this before. We have a lot of music opinions, and There's often this need for validation for your own opinion when you discuss something. We don't really need validation for the way that we feel, what kind of opinion we have on something. Do you remember when we've discussed this a few times before, Mika?
I think so, yes, because we were talking about how people constantly try to justify their choices as if they need an excuse to not like something or to have to be the way that they are, as long as it's not harmful, of course, but even just having opinions can be difficult for some people, and young people especially feel that everything they do is scrutinized. Scrutinized, people will look at it a lot, and it can be intimidating.
That's right. In Korea words, beautiful, in Korea word, 아름다움. 아름다움, then 아 means me. So in Korea words, 아름다움 means being myself. Beautiful means being yourself. But many people doesn't know how to being myself. I think many people doesn't know how to be beautiful.
So we've talked a little bit about the context of Korean music, Korean culture, Korean hip-hop, a little bit about 2P. When it comes to you as artists, as 2P or individuals, do you want to become famous?
Although it is not a specific plan, the desire to become famous is always in my mind. But I don't think too much about it now, because I feel like the moment I focus too much on wanting to become famous, I will lose myself. So for that reason, I'm focusing more on just making good music and just preparing good performances.
When we make music or when we performance at a stage, we think about the enjoy of being together. Enjoy of being together, and also we and the audience being together, or other artists we met enjoy of being together because we are 2PLAYERS. So let's being together. Let's live with enjoy being together. That's our motto. That's our team's motto. My goal as an individual is the first rapper in Korea.
Number one.
Yeah, number one. And as a team, my goal as a team is to be a team which could go to the biggest festival in the world or in the Korea. I mean, not just hip hop festival, but also other rock festival, jazz festival, any genres festival like that. That's my goal.
It's interesting. I think as a team, you work really well because your answers are very different. But I don't think either is like a good answer or a bad answer. But I'm glad to see that being a team, you clearly are two different people with different focus. But these two different things can work really well together, right?
Yeah. I think that's the difference of personality. Yeah, but we could make balance each other. The Korean national flag, 태극, it means like 음양,
Wavy. It's wavy.
음양 means like plus and minus and man and woman in Korea.
Yin and yang. Yeah.
Yang. Yes, it is also in Japan. Yeah.
I don't know if it's in Japan, but in English, it's also very well known. Yin and yang.
Yeah. Anyway, in Korea, it means like balance. The national flag also has.
Yeah, you have a good synergy also when you perform, but we'll talk about that later. Because for now, I want to focus on your album that's coming next month in August.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe.
Maybe. Hopefully. The fans are waiting.
Almost 90%.
Yeah, anyway, do you want to talk about your album? What was your best and worst moment, your biggest headache when you started producing it and recording? Tell us about it.
Biggest headache? Not so big headache. I think the too difficult for me. First, the song what we made is not just for album. I mean, we made it for performance at first. So I think about how to make the energy of performance same to the audio performance. It is different. So some musicians have more energy in offline performance, and some musicians more energy in online streaming. I think about that point. How to deliver our energy in offline performance to online streaming, same energy. That was my struggle point. And second, as individual artists, me and PUPILZ have difference, and how to narrow this difference. The PUPILZ words and Pound words where we met together. That was my struggle point too. PUPILZ background and my background is different, but the same background is also hip hop. But in the hip hop world, where is our place? We have to search, and of course, after make the album, we still search, and we will search later together. But anyway, that 2 point was headache to me, maybe.
But what I hear is mostly something positive, isn't it? Because it looks like your headaches were about finding balance and compromising, and also thinking about where to move forward after, where is your place and how to make it clearer. So I'm sorry it caused you headaches. Am I wrong to think that this is only for the good in the end? Like it really had a very positive impact on your album and who you are as an artist, who you both are as a duo. So those are good headaches to have, maybe.
Yeah. And what about you? Could you say?
Yeah. My answer, the biggest difficulty is having to work on the album and prepare for the performance at the same time. Because performing on stage and producing in the studio are completely separate areas. There are many things to think about and worry about. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, so Monday, we on the performance. Tuesday, we on the studio. Wednesday, we on the performance. And Thursday, we on the studio. So
you have to change your mindset all the time.
Switching is very difficult, For PUPILZ. I don't mind about this. Sorry.
But you Pound get training in a way for what you were saying, trying to deliver that energy from offline into streaming. So switching is your training to do that.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
And how about your best memories?
Best memory.
The best moment.
Or is it only headaches? You can be honest.
Yeah, best moment. Yeah.
The best moment was, I say, it's a little while ago when I was asked by Pound to team up with him. I had a strong feeling that something was going to work out.
But how about during make album?
During make album?
Yeah, no best moment. Only the points that I said make a team with you.
Yeah, his main problem is the headache. It's very hard work.
I think during
not funny.
during make album, The best moment was maybe after release the album.
Right. When it will be released, it will be the best moment. I was thinking about it.
Yeah. Because yeah. When we make the title song.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Because it is very hard time for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. It was so challenging for both of us, but when we made it, we thought we upgraded one more. Yeah, so maybe that was the best moment.
Satisfaction.
Mika, is that true for you too? The best moments of making music is when you're done making music.
I think so. I think so because, of course, when you record, it's a struggle. When you compose, it's a struggle. It also when it's covers, it's okay, but when it's your own music, you are expressing who you are to people, right? Whether it be with words or with the music itself, and so it's a bit. Even if you are confident, there are moments where it's not really good, and until the moment it's out, you're not sure you're gonna be happy with it. There is a little panic right before the release time, isn't it? It's like you rethink every decision. You're like, why did I sing it like that? Why did I write those words? Is it gonna be okay? Shouldn't have done this differently for the production, or up until the last minute, it tends to be like that for me anyway. And then when it's released, ideally, it will be a happy moment. But at least there is a relief that it's out there. I don't know if this is also your experience, but at least it's my experience that when something is released, it's a relief, no matter what. So I can worry about the next song and get headaches about the next songs, right?
The worries become different, yeah. And it's also when you write, when you record, when you make your song, it's a reflection of everything that you've done until now as well, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's hard. Like, that's difficult.
Introspection about the journey so far. Does it feel satisfying, maybe specifically about Underground Rockstar? Did it feel satisfying for you to write it, to think about who you used to be in relationship with who you are now, who you will be? Was it more or less difficult than the other songs, for example, to think about this?
I think that song is very natural to us, both of us. So, yeah, when we made that song, it was very easy, right? Yeah, easy for us. And our title song name is Bakuman. Bakuman means in gambling man. Bak means dobak, gamble. Bakuman is the Japanese word, Bakuman. That song was difficult to us, but Underground Rockstar was very natural and easy for us.
It is familiar sound for me and familiar process producing for me.
The name of album is Start Game Volume 1, and our album has 7 songs. Underground Rockstar, 2PLAYERS, Bachman, the title song. 공연을 안 하면 래퍼가 아니지 앨범을 안 내도 래퍼가 아니지 우리 팀은 한 명이 프로듀서인데 공연하고 앨범 내는 래퍼가 짱이지. And East to See Love. I don't know how we say in English. And is there anyone who's still listening? Yeah, that's right. And he is Korean, P Brother, the 7th song, and 2 songs is already released, but 5 songs is new songs. So,
are there any collaboration?
No. Only one Rilzeo.
Yes, the one that's already out. Yeah.
And no collaboration with other artists. But the volume 2, there will be a collaboration.
Yeah, we're going to planning other artists.
Yeah, and volume 2 will be
still 90%.
No, 50%.
50.
Pound, as a solo artist, has a pattern of releasing his songs on certain dates. Do you do the same as 2P? Do you actually pick certain dates specifically?
I don't like to pick the date, to be frank.
Because after you're done, I don't know who you are using as a distributor, but sometimes it can take several weeks before streaming services can access your album. So until you're 100% ready, you don't plan the date, right?
If I make the day, I mean, if we pick the day, the 2PLAYERS album release day is here. Maybe we have to do our music as a work, not a game. At first, I talked to you. The name of 2PLAYERS means we wanna make and do music as a game. So if we choose some specific day, maybe
That's too rush.
yeah, that's too rush and
Rush out
be
dates.
stressed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2PLAYERS, I want to feel freedom.
Right, you would rather have freedom and work on it until it's ready instead of until a certain date.
Yeah.
So you mentioned no collaborations for this upcoming one, but Volume 2, you spoke about collaborating with different artists. How do you choose who you want to work with? Is it people you already know? Is it people you already like? Or do you reach out to new artists?
It depends on case by case.
Researching and going search is first the most is searching on the Instagram or YouTube video, and next is if we are doing performance that we'll meet other artists, then we'll see he or her playing. So wow, he's very well or she's very well. Then we think of on our mind, and when that time comes, we'll DM or email, text message to them, and hey bro, pull up.
So nothing special.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
It's good. An organic way to reaching out.
Yeah. As people said, we met the artists who we wanna collaborate on the stage or on the Instagram, on the YouTube. Nothing special. So
Just wow, he's cool or she's cool.
Yeah.
DM her, DM him. Yeah, that's our way.
That's really nice, actually. Very chill. Okay, I like what they're doing. I want that too. Maybe we can meet and do something. Is that what a successful collaboration is for you? What is a good collaboration for you? Someone who doesn't give headaches.
I think good collaboration is have to be cool. Yeah. I mean, people just send the beats and he or she give us the bars, and people just send the mix and he or she give a feedback, and people just send to mix two, and that's all cool. I think the course of making music together, if it is cool, that's a good collaboration at first.
Not too tricky.
Yeah. So
Right, good communication.
yeah,
Yeah.
if someone doesn't give us money, or if someone has a very wrong but couldn't understanding feedback, or if someone doesn't send the verse, that's the problem. I think that's the biggest problem. And of course, the good collaboration has to be, synergy each other. I mean, our charming point and his charming point live well together. That's also good collaboration. But I think the biggest point, the most important is the good communication, because there are so many artists who are not good at communication. That gave us a headache. Yeah.
I cannot tell you how many collaborations did not work out for me because people don't communicate. It's been a few years. I've been in a different label before, and every time there is a collaboration, people don't give their lines within a deadline, or they don't give feedback, and it's so frustrating because, of course, you put in a lot of work, right? You made the beats, you made your own verse, and the other person almost feels like disrespecting your work and disrespecting you and your time when they don't put in the same effort. It's a problem that many people want to collaborate but don't want to put in the work to collaborate. And collaboration is a lot of work because, like you said, your charming points and their charming points, they have to be together. And for it to happen, it cannot just happen magically, right? The beats might need some changes, the verses might need changes, and if there is not this behind the scene work going on fluently, then it just won't happen.
Yeah.
Sad times.
What are your charming points?
Our charming point is
like childish.
different type of common hip-hop character. With one rapper and one guitarist is the rare type, I think. So for that reason, we're rare type of hip-hop.
Yeah. And also when we make music together, we could be like childish, like when we were children. It looks like, I don't know how to...
Mischiefy.
Yeah, mischiefy or... yeah, that's
that's all.
Yeah, that's all.
I agree. I have seen them live. It's true. So, good communication. We'll see how that translates into part 2 of the album. He's going to be collaborating with you. More updates on that later. Secret.
Yeah. It's secret.
Not fixed yet.
Not fixed yet.
It's a secret.
Because we gonna communicate with so many people, and among them, someone who collaborate well and communicate well to us will be picked out. So when you see the track list and who featured with us, you could see, he or she is a good communicator by us. Yeah, you could see the person who communicate well means the fitting feature.
Right, the chosen one. Endorsement. You endorse them. You agree. Recommend. We recommend these people. They know how to communicate. Tell everybody.
Yeah.
So we talked about collaboration, so this kind of musical friendships, let's say, but you also have actual friends in the underground community, right? So how, because it's a small community, so how do you support each other?
I think the spirit of healthy competition lifts each other up. When an offer comes in from someone, the atmosphere of growing together and competing by giving and receiving good opportunities that can help each other seems to lead each other in a good direction. The influence of other artists on my music is not dominant, but it seems to have an influence on my music when I see someone trying something more challenging and seeing it move in a positive direction.
And for me, I didn't know that I'm a competitive person. I didn't know that I'm a competitive person before starting music. Yeah, but after starting music, I knew that I like competition. I am ambitious person. I wanna be the number one. I knew that. I opened my eyes about my ambition, about my dream or something else. So the other rappers makes me stronger. They gave me good motivation.
You would think it's a healthy rivalry, right? So you see them doing well, so you want to do well and better.
Yeah, I don't just envy them. Sometimes I admire them, and that's the reason why I try more hard. Yeah.
Right. You think, oh, they're so cool, so I want to be cool as well, and as cool as you can be. You see these people doing well, right? And then you have the ambition to do as well as them, but in a respectful way, right? Like you think they're cool. I want to be even cooler, but they're so cool.
Yeah, that's right.
But that's good. You support each other and you're happy for each other. Something good comes along when a good opportunity happens. It's for everyone to enjoy, not just the person who's it happens to.
Yeah, that's right. I respect them, of course.
Yeah, and maybe like PUPILZ was saying that it makes you want to try something new as well. And like, oh, okay, they're trying this. That's actually a good idea. Maybe I want to try something new too.
Yeah.
So pupils also answered this part, like talked about the influence of other artists on his music. Do you think, Pound, other artists also influence your music in the same way or differently? Is there someone that you look up to? Is there someone that you think, I like everything that they do and I wish I could do something like that?
Of course, I have, but I don't want to shout out to them in this interview.
Oh, you don't have to give names, no.
But of course, I have. Of course, I have around me.
Yeah, so you're inspired by your surroundings as well, like the people around you. There's a lot of pressure to put your things on streaming sites or platforms. If we talk about streaming, how do you navigate this music industry? How do you make sure that your work reaches the people that you want to listen to your music?
While being aware of the sound that are popular these days, I try not to lose my individuality at the same time. We live in streaming era. Music tends to be supplied and consumed faster and more faster, and the key seems to be whether or not it can be remembered by people. And I think social media is a business card and avatar that can represent artists. Rather than simply uploading everyday things, I am using social media to consistently appeal by uploading photos of my guitar playing, performances, things I'm working on, and various types of music I'm listening to or have listened to these days.
I think what I had to do, my strategy is making my appearance. Try to looking good. That's the greatest strategy, I think. Of course, other strategies have to be, but I think I already have doing well. So I think what I need to have more try is just about my appearance, because the musician is the job which showing me to the audience. So I think that's the most important strategy to me right now.
Mika, do you want to chime in on this?
I'm not sure. I think those answers are very complete and straightforward, aren't there? And this is your answers, so I'm sure you thought about it. I wish you the best in working on your however you want to represent yourself, because I think you are correct that nowadays especially it's very important in music. Music isn't just the streaming platform, it's also of course live version, and your image as an artist is very important. It's integral part of the marketing. It's difficult sometimes to settle on an image. What do I want my image to be, right? It's hard.
Yeah, especially as we mentioned, social media, there is this pressure of what is going to be popular, and so balancing between what might reach more people and who you are, that's the challenge.
Do you want to do the next TikTok challenge or not? As an artist is a daily question, I think. Every day.
Yeah, definitely. It is a easier way to be popular. But as an artist, we think about, is it right? Because is it our identity, right? We ask again. Some people say just try it. But anyway, it's the difficult question.
It's not our fit TikTok challenge. Yes, I think it's not our fit. We're not.
It's not our fit.
Yeah.
So there would be no TikTok challenges to promote the albums.
No 2P kawaii kute gomen komi.
No.
But it's good for you to stay true. It's difficult in the music industry, but I'm glad if you've taken the position of we are going to stay true to ourselves, I think it's very strong as well. You're not just giving in to anything that would make you popular for one day. You're looking for stronger identity.
I think it's important to know yourselves and keep doing what you do. And it's interesting also because, for example, your videos, your MVs, they're different. It's a different approach. It's a different way to see your music and you as people as well. So how do you approach this visual aspect of your music? Like, how do you come up with ideas, or how do you find the right people to film?
I don't think it isn't different between the video content and ourselves as a people. Maybe you think like that because you only see us speaking English. If we speak in Korean, when I become fluent at English more than now, you will think the same person.
So by watching your video, we are accessing the fluent version of you, right? The real version of you.
Yeah. I mean, when we speak English, I think the same different character is going out from me. So that makes me seem different person who on the video. And then when we make the video of music, we naturally it coming out from our head. What about this concept? What about this? What about this place? And we have so many ideas, and among that we pick one and we just go to the video director, and he said okay and take a video and release. That's all. I think the video making music video is very easy for us and fun for us. What is difficult of making music video is just money. It's all about the money, and the other things is very easier for us, I think.
I have a question about that. When you make a song, any song, do you already think in the back of your head, what if we were to make a video for this song?
Yeah.
What would the video be like?
Yeah, of course. When we make songs, we think about the music video, and we also think about the performance on the stage. Yeah, so when we make the song, we think about the 3 points: the song itself and music video and the performance on the stage. We are genius.
You work hard.
PUPILZ, do you want to add something? Do you want to answer as well?
When making music, there are visual images that naturally comes to mind. After worrying about what to tell, it is time to start thinking about what to show. In order to find suitable collaborators, I also refer to video content shot by fellow artists.
Yeah, so you get inspiration also from people around you, what they're doing.
Yes, when they release the album or music video that I always watching it and inspiring.
What's the latest music video that you watched that inspired you?
Last day, Fascio, you ever seen Fascio?
Yes, with higher music.
Yeah, High Music Fascio. I watched this morning. So great.
I liked it. It reminded me of The Purge that they released a few years ago. I think 2019. The vibe was a little bit the same for the video, not for the song. PUPILZ, what about you?
I inspired past music video in 90s or 80s music video like Cognitive Twin. I inspired by Heaven or Las Vegas music video.
We will send you the link. This video.
Yeah, so we can watch and be inspired too.
Right, we will be inspired and know what your next video will look like, right? A little bit.
Yes, we also will going to two music videos, at least two music videos on
Maybe two.
maybe two. One is titled It Fix It, and one is the other
Bakuman.
title song.
The title song. After making one.
Yes, we are planning.
Good, there's a lot of things coming.
Maybe the other is 50%, maybe.
Yeah.
90% coming.
Between 50 and 90%.
Between 50 and 90% it's coming.
Thank you. I hope so too.
We will cheer on you, so it will become 100%. They support you.
Yeah, we keep supporting so it reaches 100. But you're quite busy doing performances also. What do you hope when you do a performance? What do you want your fans, your audience, to take away?
I don't want to be perceived as simply an instrumentalist assisting the stage, so I prepare a variety of performances. As we practice for the performance, we keep thinking about performances that are not easily seen in hip-hop performances and that only our team can do. At the same time, I use my guitar, so I am also sensitive to sound checks. We strive to provide energy that cannot be felt in the streaming. I hope the audience gets positive energy from watching our performance.
Yeah, so I also hope that PUPILZ not sing as a background player, the same main player. So when we try to showing us as music video also the live performance, we try to make the other members' charming point get bigger. I mean, my highlights and his highlight not in the same time. First my highlight, his highlight, and my highlight and his highlight. You know,
Yeah, we are different type.
different timing in in one song. So we think about that point. I mean the streaming of the song. So when at the first, for example, at the first I go by slow rap and the hook he go by the extreming guitar playing, and second I go by fast rap, and the last he's shouting cool and like this. So we always think about that streaming, and in the all of the streaming from the start to end, our charming point is over here and there and here and there. So people, I mean, audience could see both of us as a great player. Who is the main? Who is the sub? I don't like that point. Both of us as a main artist, and both of us has a great charming points and great artists. So we are trying to make audience think about that. And the character could be depends on the songs. I mean, some songs we wanna be showing the gentleman like this, and the other song we wanna showing us like the childish, and the other song we wanna show us like the dreaming person who has a warm heart. So the character is depends on the songs, but what we wanna go show to the audience is both of us as a charming point has a each charming point, and I could say in friendship of us. I think that's right.
So for you, it's very important that the audience understands that you are a duo, right? It's not one main artist and then someone in the background. This is your work as a duo, right? And as a duo, you have all of these different, let's say, characters in you, and you also want the audience to connect with all of those in equal measure, right? Not one above the other.
Yeah.
Do you sometimes get comments from the audience on this synergy that you have? Did you have people come up to you and say, "Oh, I'm glad that each of you has the time to show who they are. I'm happy that I saw PUPILZ play the guitar," or "I'm happy that you had your solo rap"?
Yeah, yeah. It is different, but to be frank, many people says after performance, many people says to PUPILZ, your guitar play was great. Not me, but him.
So nobody is telling you, oh, your rap was great. That's rude.
Right, they expect it from you.
Yeah,
Hip hop performance, rap is common. I
rap is
think.
common. And my rap is like, of course, is great, but
Yeah.
common. But guitar playing is rare,
Yeah.
not common. So maybe the person see us, watch us first time, maybe think about who is that guy?
Yeah, guitarist on hip hop concert. Yeah, but
Only one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason why. So one day everybody says to people, "Oh, your guitar plays was great," and someone talked to me. Everybody says people's guitar playing was great, but I also liked your rap. So when I heard about that, I thought, did I sing as pity guy? I was okay, but why he talked to me and he tried to
Make you feel better.
I feel better, but when he talk about that, oh, my feel wasn't better. Why he tried? As I seen as a pity guy, but I'm okay. I'm okay because we're team. I'm proud of him.
Of course. You're proud of each other, so it doesn't affect you negatively. Of course.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's that same spirit of healthy competition. Like hearing something good about the other is lifting your spirits too.
You're happy for them.
Well, we are at the last question already.
Last question.
We did so well.
Yay!
So if we look back, not just on this interview, but on everything that happened so far with 2P, what are some key moments you think that have defined who you are as artists together?
For me, I think the three moments. The first moment was on the rap battle, freestyle rap battle. I was on the semi-final, and that was my first time of freestyle rap battle. So nobody thought I could go to the semi-final. So everybody was surprised. Everybody was surprised about my semi-final. So I think that was the first point. And the second point is our performance teacher, the rapper Jifu. Jifu is like our big brother. He teach us how to play performance well. I think that is the second moment. After we met him, our performance is much more better than before. And the last moment is maybe now. Sorry. Last moment, my last moment is blank. Because listen, blank. I will make it. I will make it.
Right.
I will make it soon. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming to us. I believe. When Mihi come to South Korea and watch our show and give us a present, that was the very very big moment. I take a video that day. I call my friend and he take a video for us. So yeah, that was also a very great moment. Really.
I'm sure it was a great moment for her too.
Yes, it was.
I heard about it a lot.
I think everybody heard about it. I'm sorry, I've been talking about you all the time to everyone.
That's why our song on Spotify listened by so many countries.
But that's because you are good artists, not because I talk too much. It's you guys, it's not me.
Can you believe promoting you everywhere? The audacity.
Was three or oral was, yeah. And what was your best moment?
For me, it's hard to say just one thing, but having a variety of experiences helped me the most. This is because a producer has to do all the overall work related to music. In the past, I worked in various jobs, including as a rapper in an indie band and as a arranger of cover music. And at some point, I think this knowledge became interconnected and became the opportunity that made me a producer I am today.
Yeah, the Steve Jobs says connect the dot. He connected the dot. I like that.
That's a wrap. That's all the questions we had.
Thank you very much for answering our questions, and thank you for answering in English. I know it was a bit stressful for you, but I think your English is great. Keep confidence, you know.
Yeah, you speak really well. I keep saying it, but
Thank you for to give us good opportunity.
thank you.
어차피 허수는 무시해 우리 팀은 계속 멋있게